Bienvenidos un día más a mi canal. Continuamos con Vampyr donde nos habíamos quedado. He salido un momento fuera del hotel, iba a decir, claro que sí, del hotel. Fuera del hospital porque
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Vale, sí. Tendríamos que mirar eso. Vamos a pillar esto de qué bien. Vamos a hablar con este hombre, ¿eh?
Good evening. I'm Dr.
Otro nuevo.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
¿Cómo que hagamos un trato?
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course.
No
It's
entiendo.
just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
No entiendo. Ah, amigo, esto es lo que tiene. Podríamos comprar todo si quisiéramos, ¿eh? Pero ahora mismo no me interesa. Tengo una curiosidad.
Such a pleasure to see you.
No hemos hablado con él, no le hemos hecho preguntas ni nada, pero tengo una curiosidad y es no puedo. Vale, era esa. No me interesa ahora mismo conocerlo más. O sea, no me interesa, ahora mismo no. No, porque yo iba a lo mío. Yo iba a lo mío, con lo cual no me interesa conocerlo más ahora mismo. Y lo mío era... Tenemos un desconocido ahí que tiene que ser... Y otro desconocido allí. Si es que... Vale, vamos a ver este quién es.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
A ver qué le
May I
ocurre.
help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Puede que sea verdad que tengo una familia. Vale. Pero... Círculo social. Amigo. Está sano, que necesita experiencia. No, me da poca experiencia, ¿eh? Pero si no... Oye, ¿qué es esto? Vale. Vale, pero... ¿No se lo hemos dado ya? Yo pensaba que ya lo tenía, o sea que tenemos que volver a fabricarlo. ¿En serio? No, se supone que se lo ha dado ella, ¿no? Vale, vamos a decirle... Vamos a decirle que adiós.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Vale, ya sabemos quién es. Voy a ir un momentín a mi base, iba a decir, a mi habitación, ¿vale? Y ahora vemos a ver qué pasa con ese chico. Tenemos otro doctor desconocido también
Good evening,
aquí.
Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
No entiendo.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work,
Vamos, un
Dr. Reed.
admirador. Vale, pues vamos a ver... Vale.
What do you think of Dr. Aykroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, You should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Disculpar por el sonido de Windows, ¿vale? Era que me quedaba sin batería en el mando, que tengo que conectarlo. Y vamos a ver qué nos puede decir de
I'm a
él.
great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Este me está dando mal rollo, ¿eh? Me está dando mal rollo este hombre. Sí. Vamos a ver qué nos dice de esto.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Ambas preguntas están bien, ¿eh? Ambas preguntas están bien.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Curioso.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of
Vale, quiero decir eso para ver si
You
nos
must know
dice
that a
algo
good
más.
surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Vale, ahora lo que me interesa es el tío este.
Good evening, Mr.
Y
Fiddick.
que
Good
nos
evening,
cuente.
Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
No, espera, cuéntame tú primero esto.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They
Tenía
were small.
pensado matarlo.
The only good thing about this is My Helen didn't bring him with her that night.
Pero claro, tiene hijos. Con lo cual eso me... no puedo, o sea, no puedo matarlo, pobrecito, ¿no? No puedo matarlo, no puedo. Lo haría, pero no puedo.
Children, Helen. As for me,
No puedo. Y yo soy con curiosidad de estos dos. Porque no entiendo. O sea, no entiendo qué es lo que pasó en el play anterior. No lo entiendo. Así que... Vale.
I have to go now, sir. But
Pues...
don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Lo que nos queda... Vamos a dejar estos aquí. Siempre me voy a salir por la puerta, oye. No sé cómo lo hago. Este es el doctor que no le caemos bien, por cierto. Aquí tenemos a nuestra enfermera. Y fijaros, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué está eso así? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué es lo que pasa ahí, tío? ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí? Ah, para que mire. Ahí va.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir?
¿En serio hace esto?
You won't need
Ahora
any
lo he
of these
entendido.
anyway. I'm not stealing from you,
¡Hala!
sir. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Eso está muy feo, tío. Eso está muy feo. O sea, ¿tiene suerte? Tiene suerte que no me lo pueda comer. Tiene suerte que no pueda hacer eso, en serio. O sea, tiene suerte.
Good evening, Doctor.
Vamos a ver.
Such a pleasure to see you.
Vamos a ver. Vale, vamos a empezar suave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
¿Solo conoce gente buena? ¿En serio? O sea, ¿me estás contando aquí que conoces solamente gente buena cuando te pones a robar? Y ahora vamos con la pregunta más interesante. Bueno,
How dare you
pregunta no
steal
es.
from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Vale, tenemos dos opciones. Vale, aquí viene el rollo de muestra algo de respeto por los muertos o el doctor debería ser informado. Yo directamente le diría muestra algo de respeto por los muertos y luego iría a informar. Pero directamente vamos a decir que debe de ser informado, ¿no? En plan de, vamos a decirle esto. No sé.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time.
Vale, me acaba de dejar pillado, vale, me acaba de dejar pilladísimo. Así que
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
me acaba de dejar pilladísimo. Sí, no esperaba yo eso. En serio, no esperaba yo eso. A ver, mi casa, o sea, mi casa, claro que sí. Mi habitación debería de estar por aquí, en la ventanita de mi habitación, aquí está. Es que creo que va a ser más rápido hacer esto. Y nos vamos a hablar con que ya toca, ya toca. Vamos a hablar con el tío, el director, ¿vale? A ver qué nos cuenta, porque quería hablar con nosotros. Así que como no sé qué nos quiere decir, aún no he visto que hay arriba, aún no he subido a verlo. Anda, esta puerta se ha abierto. Y este es... Vale, ya hemos hablado con él. Anda, yo no puedo entrar.
I cannot enter.
¿En serio? Vale, vamos a hablar con el doctor. Antes voy a ver si hay alguna acción sospechosa. Vale, entonces... Qué mal, qué mal. La acción que hubo entre la madre y el hijo lo podíamos haber visto por la ventana. Y no se vio. Qué mal.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Hombre, un regalo... un regalo del cielo. A ver, vamos a pensar en los hechos. No es ningún regalo del cielo. ¿Por qué? Pues porque sin querer mata a su hermana, ¿no? Y ahora para sobrevivir tiene que alimentarse de ciudadanos, o sea, ciudadanos de humanos, ¿no? Aunque según, por ejemplo, el Crepúsculo, se alimentaban de animales. Con lo cual, si se pudiese hacer aquí, estaría guay. Entonces, sus palabras me consuelan. O es una paradoja viviente. Paradoja. Una paradoja viviente. No sé cuál de las dos darle. Esto no, porque eso... Que sí, que tiene razón, porque mató a su hermana. Y sus palabras me consuelan. Pues sabiendo que él realmente no le hace gracia ser vampiro... no sé qué, no sé, ahora estoy entre estas dos. Venga, vamos a decir que sus palabras no me consuelan.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Y aquí volvemos a lo mismo. No es nada divertido, no hace falta darle. Nos necesitamos el uno al otro o no hay nada por lo que disculparse. Bueno, realmente nos necesitamos, ¿no?
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is
Vale.
in.
Vale, vamos a ir, pero... Pero una cosita. Vamos a ver esto qué es. Bueno, vamos a continuar. A ver, tiene otra nota por aquí, me parece. No, no tiene nada más. Ah, sí, que hay algo. Anda. Este es... Ah... Vale. Bueno, vale, vamos a dejarlo estar. Y creo que ya no tenemos... Sí, aquí hay algo más, aquí hay algo más, aquí hay algo más. Una carta de aviso. Hostia. Madre mía. Vale. Tendremos que hablar con él, ¿eh? Vamos a mirar un momentito. Ya sé que deberíamos de ir a la misión. Que estoy pesado con el tema de hablar con la gente. También tenemos que averiguar quién espía a la mujer esta. Antes de que alguien la mate, pero bueno. Vale, vamos a ver si encontramos un momento. El doctor... Creo que era este, ¿no? Sí, creo que es este. Vamos a
Good
ver.
evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
No, creo que este no era, ¿no? Un momentito, ¿no es un chantaje? Ah, mira. Vale, sí que era. Este es el de antes, vale.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Vale, nos ha dejado
Goodbye,
claro las cosas. Perfecto. Vale. Estos siguen aquí. Que lástima que la puerta no se le cierre para ver qué pasa. Oye, ¿la vida la ha bajado? No, sigue igual, perfecto. Vale, pues... Hay un desconocido ahí que es con el que tenemos que hablar. Y está... Justamente está ahí. Vale, vamos a ir. Y aquí la tenemos, ¿no? Sí. Vamos a hablar con ella.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air.
¡Hala! No sabía yo eso.
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Hostia, no sabía yo
Indeed.
eso, ¿eh?
Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Yo sinceramente le diría esto de aquí, que me alegro de verla otra vez de nuevo. Así que vamos a decírselo.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Vale. Vamos a ir directos a ayudarla, ¿no? Es que, claro, tengo preguntas sobre los vampiros, ahí nos preocupamos sobre nosotros. No. Esto, no. Mejor decirle esto.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Podríamos preguntarle... ¿Es un vampiro quien la amenaza? ¿No? Al menos para tener un poco de información. Porque esto no. Y esto tampoco.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Vale, sea cierto, no me da igual. Nos haremos cargo.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Me parece genial, me parece genial. Ahora tenemos que hablar con... Está arriba, ¿no? Vale, tenemos esta que es desconocida, que no entiendo por qué no podemos... ¿Hola? ¿Es esa? Este está sufriendo aún, ¿eh? Vamos a hablar un momentín con él.
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
A ver si podemos... ¿Está sano realmente? Bueno, vamos a ver esto.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Goodbye for now.
Vale, no vamos a hacerle nada porque no me interesa ahora mismo. Y tenemos a esta también que tenemos que ayudarla, ¿eh? Que nos dejamos las cosas por ahí. Fijaros, ahora sí está la puerta abierta. Ah, amigos, aquí era parte de la historia. Un segundo, señora, un segundo. Muy bonito. Quiero ver esto. Vale, perfecto. Ya está, ahora sí, puedo hablar con usted.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Mira, tal y como nos ha
Dr.
tratado...
Swansea
Ahí
is
va.
quite busy.
No iba a darle
I
ahí.
need you to help me get acclimated. I
No iba a
have
darle
many
ahí.
questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
Bueno, da igual.
You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Podríamos...
You seem to know more
decirle
about
esto.
the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Madre mía, esta mujer está on fire. Vamos a darle... Sí, le gusta cotillar, es obvio, le gusta cotillar. Se ha visto.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Vaya, 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 vaya. Lo que se entera uno por aquí. En fin.
The patients and staff might know something.
Madre mía.
I'll start my investigation with them.
Vale, vamos a empezar por este.
Good evening, Mr.
A ver si sabe algo. él.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Ya, pero ya hemos usado... Ah, bueno, vamos a
How is your
preguntarle
stay
esto.
with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft?
Vamos a ver qué sabe él.
Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Hombre, si me dejaran transformarlo sin más, yo lo haría. Un vampiro más.
Goodbye
Lo que
for
pasa
now,
que podría ser un problema, podría ser un problema. Tener vampiros por ahí sueltos, Vale, vamos a ver, esta vale, sigue siendo la misma. Y... a ver una cosita, Tenemos... a esta que tenemos que hablar con ella. Y se está yendo, no sé a dónde se va. Pero vamos... Ah, vale, viene aquí. Bueno, da igual, vamos a hablar con ella.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Vamos a ver... ¿Alguien? Amigo.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Qué casualidad que ella lo ha dicho... A ver, vamos a ver una cosa. Nivel 5. Vale, vamos a ver, tenemos cosas desbloqueadas, vamos a hacerlo, ¿vale?
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Es que... no, tío, tenía que haberlo contado. Voy a darle...
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Vale, vamos a ver una cosa. Hemos desbloqueado... Tenemos misiones, tenemos cosas por aquí. Por ejemplo esto. Tenemos esto. Y hemos desbloqueado algo. Yo no sé por qué esto me sale... Aquí pasa algo raro, pero bueno. Vale, este de que... ya sabéis lo que ocurrió, ¿no? Pues ya está. Vale, tenemos a esta y tenemos a este. Habría que buscar a este. Habría que buscarlo. Pero bueno. Veo cosas brillar por aquí. Bien, pues ahora vamos a hablar un momentín con esta, a ver si nos da algo. Nos da algo en el sentido de nos da más información o algo.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Sí, me tienes que decir cosas. Vale, eso va a ser lo último, ¿vale? Vale, vamos a primero por esto.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman.
O sea, muere alguien por su culpa y encima no sabe ni quién era.
No one claimed the body.
¿En serio, tío? puedo
Why
vergüenza.
not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tibbets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Esto se está poniendo interesante, ¿eh?
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Pobrecillo. Lo que acaba de contar, vaya. Vale, pues vamos para atrás.
Goodbye, Dr.
Y... Vale. Sé que se hacen largos estos vídeos, pero es que esto tiene mucha historia, tío. Tiene muchísima historia. Vale, tenemos que hablar con... Oye, ¿por qué este está...? ¿Por qué tiene ese color, tío? Sí, quiero verlo, quiero ver dónde va. Pero no sé dónde me tengo que poner para verlo. ¿Hay alguna opción? Lo vamos a seguir, ¿vale? Si está así es porque va a pasar algo. Si está así es porque va a pasar algo, ¿eh? Vamos a seguirle. ¿A dónde va, tío? ¿Y por qué entra ahí que ahí no podemos entrar nosotros? Vale, podemos verlo desde aquí. ¿No? Desde aquí podemos. ¿Cómo está el rollo? Porque eso es por fuera.
It's locked.
No, es por fuera, corre. Tiene que ser por fuera entonces. Si me da tiempo. Si me da tiempo, pero que sí. Corre, que es por fuera. Vale, aquí estamos. Corre. A ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver qué pasa. A ver qué hace. ¿Hola? ¿Qué es lo que hace, tío? En este hospital no está todo el mundo bien, ¿eh?
Why is this so difficult every time?
¿Qué hace? Si quiere pinchar algo, pero ¿por qué? No entiendo. ¿Qué es lo que se mete, tío?
That is better. I will make it through.
¿Aguantar otra noche así? Ah, para mantenerse despierto, pero entonces ¿qué se mete, tío? ¿Hola? O sea, no, tenemos que hablar con él. O sea, ¿qué narices es eso? Madre mía, flipando, estoy flipando. O sea, en fin. Vamos a subir las escaleras y él tiene que estar... ¿Es este? Sí.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr.
Volvemos a
Reed,
vernos.
any good news to share?
No, usted tiene que contarme algo. Sí.
I know you're taking drugs, Corcoran. Why take such a risk?
I need it to endure the long shifts. We have no idea how long the epidemic will last. We can't let it win.
I understand the gesture, Doctor. An immediate answer to an emergency situation, but this can't be a long-term solution.
Thank you for your understanding, my dear colleague. And be assured, I have total control of my consumption.
Creo que eso a la larga les va a perjudicar. Porque no es bueno, porque cuando vaya a hacer algo con un paciente, puede meter la pata. Pero bueno. Allá él.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Sinceramente. Vale, tenemos que encontrar... Y debíamos de preguntar también a más pacientes si saben algo. Vale, aquí no podemos entrar. Vale, este es el piso que dije que no había subido aún. Bien, vamos a... Tenemos que hablar con ella. Y la tenemos aquí, justamente. Ahí, que no sé qué está haciendo. Pero, bueno, vamos a hablar con ella.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
A ver qué nos
Good
cuenta.
evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Qué estúpida es esta, ¿no? O sea,
No
hola.
matter how you feel about
En
her,
fin.
Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Acabo de flipar con esta mujer, pero bueno, vale. Sí.
It's locked, all right.
Una carta extensa. ¿Hola? Justo la hermanita. Flipa con la parte de que se quieren meter a la banda, a una banda, ¿eh? En fin, vale. Vamos a hablar con ella, sí, sobre lo de la banda. No te vayas, no
Good
te
evening, Nurse
vayas.
Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Vale, esto ya se lo hemos preguntado antes. Vale, tenemos esa y luego sigue estando este igual.
What can you tell me about the strange
¿Por qué?
man visiting one of the nurses?
¿Nos
during
dirá
her
algo
shift?
diferente o
Let
lo
me
mismo?
guess. You spoke with that
No,
old
nos dicen lo mismo. Vale, vale. Pues vamos a la pregunta del hospital.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Ya,
Maybe
pero
you're right.
ella
But at the
cobraba, ¿no?
moment,
Me
I feel
parece.
like we're just a cemetery
Por las
waiting room.
habitaciones. A ver.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Vale, pues nada más
Goodbye,
interesante.
Nurse Hawkins.
Y nos falta encontrar a la última enfermera. Y tendremos que hacer la misión esa secundaria de ella. Pero bueno, yo creo que la otra enfermera debe estar fuera. Creo que sí, que tiene que estar fuera. Vale, aquí tenemos a este. Tenemos a este, que está sano. Vale, no la encontraba y resulta que está aquí abajo en la mujer esta. Aquí hay un desconocido que no sé quién es. Anda. Exacto, el brillo ese, sí. Vale, supongo que eso nos lo han puesto para que la... ¡Ahí está! Están ahí, están ahí. ¿Y cómo lo miramos? Ah, vale, está aquí, perfecto.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Hola. O sea, esto es súper extraño, ¿no? Ella se ha pirado, este se ha ido por aquí. Le seguimos, hombre. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Corre, 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 corre.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Anda, que tenemos más. Ahí va. Vale. Fuera de mi camino. Y tenemos que ir por aquí. Sí, justo. Ahí va, que hostia me ha pegado, ¿no? Pero este estoy flipando, ¿eh? Ahí lo tenemos. ¿Qué te pasa, amigo? Hostia, pues hace daño, ¿eh? En fin, ¿qué daño nos ha hecho? Vale, vamos a continuar. ¿Y por aquí no podemos pasar? ¿En serio? Vale, vale, vale. Perfecto. Quería morderlo, pero... Vale, se protege bien. Ahí lo tenemos. Y... nuestro. ¿O no? Mira, le he dado. En fin, a distancia. Oye, a distancia le he dado. Vamos a pillar esto. Vamos, se escucha por ahí, se escucha por el vampiro. Vamos a pillar esto. Y vamos a ver. Es que, no, debemos de ir por allí. No me interesas. Vale, perfecto. Nos queda poco, nos queda poco, nos queda poco. ¿Qué pasa aquí, tío? ¿Hola? Pero... ¿y esto qué es? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Hola? No sé qué es esto, tío. Encima nos hace más daño que nosotros a él, ¿eh? No. Nos quedamos sin sangre, ¿eh? Ahí lo tenemos. Ahí va. No, ¿eh? Sí que nos va a dar. Casi nos da, ¿eh? Estoy tocadísimo, ¿eh? Ahí lo tenemos. Quería hacer eso porque me quiero curar. Al menos si me pilla, que no me mate. Hostia, cómo se mueve, ¿eh? Hostia. Que nos da nada, ¿eh? Bien, si jugamos así poco a poco. No esperaba ya este bicho en el juego, ¿eh? Sinceramente no lo esperaba. Casi. Hostia, en serio, me ha dado una, ¿eh? Se cabrea, se cabrea, se cabrea. Y nuestra vida baja. Hay que tener cuidado, Fijaros, fijaros, fijaros. Ahí lo tenemos. No mola, no mola, no mola, no mola, no mola. Cuando me engancho no mola. ¿Cómo? Si ahí no me ha dado, tío. En fin. Vale, ya nos queda poco. Nos queda poquito ya con él. Y tan poquito que vamos a terminar ya mismo con él, También tengo que decir que me ha costado varios intentos. Me ha costado varios intentos. Creo que con este es el cuarto intento. Vosotros solo habéis visto uno y con este el segundo. Así que mejor. Si no se hace muy pesado. Eres mío. Ahí lo tenemos. Y nos va quedando menos. Necesito subir más habilidades, sinceramente, porque si no esto se va complicando si nos tocan bichos como estos. Vale, perfecto. Vamos a pegarle un poco. Vale, 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 vale. Lo tenemos ahí, Yo he fallado, en serio. Bueno, no me preocupa. Sí, eso sí me preocupa, Cuando hace eso, sí. Ahí lo tenemos. Vale. No, ahora me ha pillado él a mí. Bueno. Quieto. Muy bien. Así me gusta que me hagas caso. Vale, ahí le mordemos. Y ahora viene nuestro segundo... Y ahora viene nuestra técnica. En 3 segundos. Quieto. Casi, casi. Vale. Hemos conseguido una muestra líquida, vale. Nos podría haber dado... Ah, vale, nos ha dado puntos, vale. No muchos, pero nos ha dado de 1300 y algo a 1900. Bien, vamos a ver su... Anda, ahí, viste, busca la casa de tal. ¡Hala! Vaya tela.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Pues vete tú a saber qué puede ser esto. ¿Qué puede ser lo que hagan allí? En fin, antes de ir allí hay que seguir mirando en el hospital y hay que ver también la paciente que... O sea, tenemos que ver esto de aquí, fijaros. Antes de continuar, ¿vale? Tenemos esto. Y nos falta esto. Así que hay que mirarlo. Bueno, pues este gameplay de hoy, espero que nos haya hecho muy pesado y espero que os haya gustado también. Si es así, ya sabéis, dejar un like, compartir, si no estáis suscritos, suscribiros para estar tanto en mi contenido y así apoyarme y nos vemos en el siguiente gameplay. Un saludo, ya, cuidarse.